Hello, my name is Lucy, and in this video, I want to share how I evaluated a visual that many people may not think as instructional, but actually play a huge role in learning, especially for adults. This is a 1 minute pitch worksheet from Founders Institute, and I'll be walking through how it designed support learning, where it falls short, and how it could be improved. This image comes from Founders Institute training material. It's a worksheet used to teach founders how to structure a 1 minute pitch. The audience is mostly early stage entrepreneurs, many of whom are learning how to pitch for the first time. That context matters because it shapes how simple, clear, and usable the design needs to be. At this core, this image is trying to solve one problem. How do you help someone explain a complex business idea in just 60 seconds? Instead of overwhelming learners, the worksheet breaks the task into small prompts. That's important because it turns an abstract skill into something actionable. When I looked at the design, I immediately noticed how strongly it uses basic visual design principles. Contrast is used through bold section numbers, alignment keeps everything clean and predictable, and the repetition reinforces the structure, and the proximity group related ideas together. These choices help learners quickly understand what belongs where, and I love it. The layout also does like a lot of instructional work. Your eye naturally moves from the top to the bottom, and the numbered sections guide you through the thinking process. There's enough white spaces that it doesn't feel crowded, which reduces cognitive load and makes it easier to focus on one idea at a time. One thing this sheet does really well is restaurants. There's no unnecessary decoration. It's not trying to impress visually. It's trying to help learners think. For time pressured users like founders, that simplicity actually is a strength. That said, when I look at this through an accessibility lens, some gaps stood out. The design relies heavily on color and visual layouts with no visible alternative text or cues for screen readers. If someone couldn't see the color distinction clearly, some meaning might be lost. I also noticed that the language assumed a very specific startup culture, mainly Western venture capital driven entrepreneurship. While that works for many learners, it may unintentionally exclude founders operating in different economic or cultural contexts. If I were revising this image, I wouldn't change the core structure. Instead, I would add small improvements like brief examples under each prompt, icon in addition to colors, and a text-based version for accessibility. These changes would make the worksheet more inclusive without making it more complex. What this analysis reinforced for me is that good instructional visuals don't need to be flashy. They need to be intentional. This worksheet works because it respects learners' time and cognitive limit. But with a few adjustments, you could serve an even wider audience. My evaluation was grounded in established research on visual design, multimedia learning, and accessibility. These readings helped me move beyond personal opinion and looked at the image through an evidence based design principle. Thank you for listening. I look forward to hear what stood out for you in this design and how you might revise this image differently for your own learners. Looking forward to your comments.